Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Happy May the 4th. It is Star Wars Day today. As I try to do every year on this day, if I remember to anyway, here on the channel is a little Star Wars themed episode. I do not only enjoy the movies, I did as a kid and I do even as an adult, but I do collect a little bit of Star Wars trading cards and want to get to a few today. The main event is going to be the opening, which I think I did this last year as well, but I have one more of these left of this pack of the 2020 Topps On Demand, the 3D Star Wars set. So this is going to be an 8-card pack inside of here. And I'm most of the way towards the complete set there. I think I've got maybe 80 or so of the 100 cards on the checklist. So odds are pretty high. There'll be some dupes in here, but hopefully we'll get lucky and I'll hit one of the big cards that I'm still missing. Before we get to that, we have in the background here this really nice card out of Star Wars Black and White release from Topps. Great shot here of Luke Skywalker. And then our childhood, my brothers and I, Jabba the Hutt figure. Not all of our toys obviously survived since childhood, but that is one of the few that did make it. And he's always been a favorite Star Wars character of mine, kind of on the villain front. Then I have one more single that we'll mix into the video here before we get to the pack rip. And this is a really cool card. This was a on-demand release done by Topps. I think it was, I want to say maybe 2015 time frame. I should have looked it up. I could be a little bit off there, but this is designed obviously based off of the basketball cards from the early 80s from Topps. I think it was the 80-81 set. I'm not a basketball collector, but the set that has the infamous Magic Johnson, Larry Bird combined rookie card. That set was done just like this in 3-card panels that were attached and kind of perforated, just like this card is here. And you could either keep them intact like this, or you could separate, each panel into like a mini card of sorts. And I remember when Topps did this release, I really, really dug the concept of applying the characters from the Star Wars universe to this very infamous trading card design from the basketball world. And it's even authentically off-centered, just like many of the 80-81 basketball cards are. And in this case, I think this is a 6-card set, and I've shown some other cards from this release on the channel, but this card of the 6 pays tribute to some, I guess, robotic technology from the Star Wars franchise. So cool release there. There's not much to the back. These Throwback Thursday online releases don't have very intricate backs, but really enjoy the card front on these. I think I completed this whole set and I picked them up for just $3 or $4 each. And I want to say the last time I looked, they had gotten a little bit pricier than that, maybe the $10 to $20 range. So pretty popular Star Wars set from Topps there, but if a little obscure. And now, without further ado, let's get into this pack opening here. Again, this is the 2020 Star Wars 3D product from Topps, and the design here, this is a single pack, 8 cards, and the design is the Empire Strikes Back release from Topps. It's done in that style, but they're individual character cards versus being scene cards from the movie, and they're 3D, most importantly, so they have that lenticular look and feel to them, sort of like the Kellogg's baseball cards that we had growing up, or even some of the modern Topps 3D baseball releases. So we start here with Boushh, one of the bounty hunters, or really that's Princess Leia portraying a bounty hunter, I think, from Return of the Jedi. Fitting card to start with since we have Jabba the Hutt out front here. Next up, this one's great. I don't know if this one's a double or not, but I love to see this card come out of the pack. This is the Stormtrooper, and you get a really good look here at the 3D effect. If you look at the stars in the background behind the Stormtrooper here, kind of moving around. Just a really, really cool concept. I think these were around $20 for a retail pack containing 8 cards. And again, should have looked this up as well, but I think the print run on these was somewhere in the like 700 range, 800, somewhere around there. So they're not scarce, but they're not exactly plentiful either. And some of the bigger characters kind of are not cheap, like Darth Vader, Grogu, those type of characters are probably $20 to $50 cards. We've got Jar Jar Binks next, the character that everybody despised from that second trilogy, episodes 1 through 3. And then here's a Grand Moff Tarkin. Cool card there. The 3D effect only works so well on video, but I assure you, and those that have seen these in hand will know they look much better in hand than they do on video here. And here is one of those big cards I was just referring to. Love to see this spill out of this pack. I mean, how awesome is that Darth Vader card? I'm sure this is likely to be the card of the pack. We got 3 cards left to go here, but I'd be surprised if we top this. Love Darth Vader. I collect his cards specifically. So I do believe this is a dupe, but in this case, this is the dupe that I would be most happy to get. And I'll probably put this into like a one-touch magnetic and just enjoy it, you know, outside of and separate from the album where I'm storing the rest of this base set attempt. So awesome, awesome, awesome to see that Vader pop out of the pack. Next up, we got Lando Calrissian. Pretty awesome. Then we have the Grand Inquisitor. Now, most of the cards are from the movie franchise, pretty much everything we've seen up to this point, but they do have cards from some of the animated series, maybe just 5 or 10 cards out of the 100 card checklist. But we've got the Grand Inquisitor. And then we close it out with a Tusken Raider depicted here on Tatooine. So that is going to be a wrap. We're going to keep this one shorter than normal. I know the Star Wars content isn't necessarily for everybody, but I've been saving this pack for over a year now, probably almost 2 years, and this seemed like the most appropriate day to open it here on the channel and show a little love to one of my favorite film franchises of all time. So thanks for stopping by. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. May the Force be with you. I'll be back soon, and until then, keep on enjoying the hobby. Take care.